It's Wednesday night in the ACC from PNC Arena in Raleigh. The NC State Wolfpack taking on the Virginia Tech Hokies. Game one of our ACC Network doubleheader. Malcolm Huckabee, Jay Alter with you. And Malcolm, we get to see two of the best players in the ACC tonight.
I'm excited to watch these two guys, two of the best scorers in the ACC. They do a little bit of everything for their team. Darion Sebron for NC State has been fantastic this year. Second in scoring and rebounding in the ACC, close to 20 points per game. In the first matchup, Jay, he was a matchup nightmare for Virginia Tech. They could not keep him out of the paint. That's going to be a key thing.
Aluma and Virginia Tech in orange, NC State in white. We are underway. Our officials tonight, Jeffrey Anderson, Tony Henderson, and Keith Kimball. These two teams met 2 weeks ago in Blacksburg. NC State picked up their first conference win of the season, a big road win. How do they keep it going tonight? Hot three-point shooting would be a good start, but that off the mark. You take a look at the starters for the Hokies. Malcolm, what's the recipe for Virginia Tech to turn the tide from the result 2 weeks ago?
Well, I think defending the big three, in particular Sebron, we talked about him at the tip, and then that right there, three-point shooting. When we spoke with Kevin Keats prior to this game, he said Virginia Tech is shooting the ball better as of late.
And Naheem Aline coming into this game off his best performance of the season, going 8 of 10 from the floor, making his first basket of the night here. Blocked from behind. Justin Mutz got all of that one. Try to go inside to Aluma. Dewana there for the denial. No doubt about it, Virginia Tech has the advantage in the front court tonight, especially with the news about an hour before tip-off that NC State is without Ernest Ross the rest of the season. Really talented freshman who had begun to come on strong, so an already thin front court gets even thinner for the Wolfpack. 3 seconds to shoot. Sebron goes up with it, nothing but air.
That's just great defense right there with the shot clock winding down. Key thing, don't foul in that situation.
Great cross-court pass. Couture can't connect. Here's Terquavion Smith. Pull up, pop too much on it. Hellam's the offensive rebound. Passing out of the double team. Thomas Allen can't connect. NC State off to a woeful shooting start. 0 for 5 from the floor. Inside to Aluma. This is where he can hurt you. Keve Aluma passing off Justin Mutz for a 2.
Beautiful backdoor pass and interior passing. That time, unselfish play by Keve Aluma. And Jay, I think that's an underrated part of his game, passing. He draws so much attention. That's a beautiful pass out of the double team there.
Dewana trying to counter, and that rims out. NC State has now started this game 0 for 6 from the floor in the opening 3.5 minutes. Aline left open again, missed it this time. Here's Hellam's with a head of steam, trying to go coast to coast, and he lost the handle. Couture back the other way, finds Aluma, who hammers it home. Timeout, Kevin Keats, as Virginia Tech has opened this game on a 7-0 run. We'll step aside for 30. Yeah, well, it was just 2 weeks ago that NC State and Virginia Tech met in Blacksburg. The Wolfpack picked up a big 68-63 win. But talk about a game of runs. Virginia Tech closes the first half 14-0. NC State comes out 18-2. They go back and forth, and ultimately it was Kevin Keat's squad that ended the game on a 10-2 run. Malcolm, what was your biggest takeaway from that matchup 2 weeks ago headed into tonight?
Well, Sebron and Terquavion Smith were really huge in that game for NC State. I thought Storm Murphy played really well for Virginia Tech, but I think the big number, Jay, 14 offensive rebounds for NC State in that one. I think that was the key difference in the game, the second chance points for NC State on the road.
I guess looking at that game of runs, it makes sense that NC State ended the last game on a run. Virginia Tech should open this one with a run, and that's exactly what's happened. 7-0 start for the Hokies. Looking for more here. Here's Storm Murphy leaning in, now gives off to Aluma. Beautiful left hook from Keve Aluma to make it a 9-0 start.
And Jay, that's all set up by Storm Murphy in the paint. That's something he did the last meeting against these two teams, being able to get down and break NC State off the dribble and then find guys. That time he found Aluma.
Passing out of the double team, Sebron, 10 on the timer. Allen decides to put up the three. That's no good. This is an 0 for 8 start from the Wolfpack. 0 for 5 from 3. Murphy, beautiful spin, high off the window and in. What a start for the Hokies.
Love his game. Storm Murphy, again, a guy you look at and you say, might not beat you in a straight, flat-out race on the track, but very shifty, and then uses his body well. That time, high finish with the left hand.
Hunter Couture on the floor, up ahead, 2-on-1. A lean all the way to the rim. This is all Virginia Tech, a 13-0 start.
Jay, right now, NC State, they're settling. They're settling early in the shot clock for contested jumpers. They need to be more patient and then try to get the ball in the paint off the pass or bounce.
Sebron stepped on the end line. This start going from bad to worse for NC State, who again won this same matchup just 2 weeks ago on the road in Blacksburg. Now Wolfpack coming in thinking we could get a season sweep here, but Mike Young of the Hokies clearly playing with revenge. They've been shot out of a cannon to start this game.
Yeah, Kevin Keat said, look, Virginia Tech, they're a completely different team. They're playing different from how they played when they met in Blacksburg. And you can tell right now, coming out, a lot of energy, but then I think executing offensively right now. Being really patient, and then they're getting the ball in the paint almost on every possession.
Hokies who've made their last 4 shots. NC State has missed their first 8. Make it 5 in a row for Virginia Tech. AC Morsell in traffic, swatted away again. Virginia Tech is dialed in on defense. 7 minutes without allowing a point to start this game. Aluma left open for 3. Sebron's just trying to make something happen. He's usually the go-to guy, and clearly this is a more than frustrating start for the Wolfpack, Malcolm.
Well, you can see the adjustment by Virginia Tech. Mike Young, when we spoke with him prior to this game, he said, look, I felt NC State, they lived in the lane. We had to do and make the adjustment of keeping their guys out of the paint and then force them into perimeter jumpers. You can check that box off early on right now. They've executed that game plan to perfection, keeping NC State out of the paint.
Hayes, beautiful pass off, and finally, after 7.5 minutes, NC State gets their first bucket.
That's the formula that NC State used in the first meeting.
Aline trying to counter right back. The tip in is good from Virginia Tech. Everything going down for the Hokies right now. Here's Cam Hayes, blocked again. That's already the third block for Virginia Tech tonight. Maybe an opportunity to turn defense into offense. Trailing three, Cam Hayes rattled in and out, and a foul called on the floor. Boy, has Virginia Tech been the better team to start this game. Opened the game on a 15-0 run. Looking for revenge for a loss in Blacksburg 2 weeks ago, and they are well on their way to start this game. We wanted to pay tribute to Lucia Harris Stewart today, known better as Lucy Harris, who lost her life at the young age of 66. So you may not know the name, but an absolute trailblazer in the sport of basketball, a pioneer for the game, the first woman to score in the Olympics for Team USA. The next year, she was drafted by the New Orleans Jazz. Just an unbelievable life and legacy she leaves behind, Malcolm.
Thank you. Thank you for being such a great trailblazer. I think about my daughter, Alexa, a 13-year-old girl, all the other girls that have come after her, the trail that she blazed. Simply put, job well done, and thank you.
Well said, Malcolm. Huckabee, Jay Alter with you. This is game one of our doubleheader on the ACC Network. Virginia and Pittsburgh coming up after this. What a start for Virginia Tech, a team that lost to this NC State team 2 weeks ago in Blacksburg. Has been the better team so far tonight. A 17-2 start. NC State shooting 1 of 13 from the floor. And Malcolm, for Virginia Tech, 8 made shots, 7 of those in the paint.
Tale of two teams right now. Everything contested jumpers for NC State. For Virginia Tech, it seems like they've lived in the paint. Dribble drives, they're getting anything they want. High percentage shots, and defensively, Virginia Tech has been sound and solid.
End of the shot clock. Murphy puts it up, no good. Shot clock violation. And it makes sense that Virginia Tech would go inside with NC State without Manny Bates, their rim protector, now without Ernest Ross. It's a very thin front court for Kevin Keats' team, and Virginia Tech knows that and has capitalized on it.
As we take a look at Manny Bates, really feel for Kevin Keats. Manny Bates, one of the premier shot blockers, not just in the ACC, but in college basketball. He completely changes the game, and unfortunately unable to play at all this year for NC State with Kevin Keats. So they were really fighting an uphill battle, and then the bad news today.
And with Ernest Ross out for the season, fractured his ankle. Ricocheted off the rim. Maddox there, puts it up and in. Even when it bounces off the basket, it's bouncing Virginia Tech's way tonight.
Yeah, that's really, that's just how this game has started. Right now, I think NC State, look, you're not going to get it back one possession, so cliche, but you got to be more patient offensively, and more of that right there.
Jalen Gibson, who's been thrust into more playing time with Ross and Bates out. He has all 4 points for NC State, and his season high coming into tonight was 5. Still a long hill to climb for the Wolfpack. It starts with a stop. Pull up pop, short from Naheem Aline. Here's Hallam, steps into a jumper and knocks it down. Back-to-back baskets after they had missed 13 of their first 14.
Showing signs of life, and it all starts, Jay, defensively. They're getting stops, they're blocking out, and then they're getting out in transition.
3 seconds to shoot. Maddox has to go up with it, and he does. Foul on the floor. Called against Jalen Gibson.
Well, Jay, they did everything right on that defensive possession except finish the play off with the block out. That time Mutz getting on the offensive glass.
Knocked away, denying Aluma inside. Terquavion Smith all the way to the rim for 2. And after a sluggish start, it's a 6-0 run for NC State, trying to chip away at a lead that was as large as 17. Storm Murphy, kick out 3, Aline. Can't connect. Aluma there to clean up the spill.
And Jay, what's lost in that possession, because Storm Murphy continues to break you down off the bounce, it collapses your defense. That creates an opportunity for Aluma to get that offensive rebound.
Helms left open for 3, can't knock that down. Batted around. Dewana kept it in play, or let it go out, but it'll be NC State ball. So Virginia Tech, a dominant start, but NC State went on a little 6-0 spurt. Signs of life, but still down 13. And Malcolm Huckabee, Jay Alter back with you. NC State, Virginia Tech, game 1 of our Wednesday night doubleheader here on the ACC Network. And Malcolm, what was the key for Virginia Tech on that 15-0 run to start the game?
Couple of things. Defensively, the game plan, they packed in the lane. They kept NC State out of the paint and forced them into jumpers, and then they cleaned up on the defensive glass. Remember, we talked about the offensive rebounding numbers for NC State in the first matchup. So defensive rebounding check, Virginia Tech did that, and then they kept NC State out of the paint. I think that's the key for their run.
Great take, hard to the hole. Casey Morsell, the transfer from Virginia. And NC State getting a lot better looks. Layups like that can get you back into this game. A team that started 1 for 12 from the floor has now made 4 of their last 6. Foul called against Jericho Helms, his first. It's been great ball movement by the Hokies to build this early lead. A great example of it here. Open 3. Everything but the finish from Murphy, but Aluma tracks down the offensive board. Passing perfection from Virginia Tech tonight, and Mutz there to slam it down.
And that's their 6th assist of the game. And you're right, Jay. They are put on a clinic passing the ball, in particular skip passes and then making that extra pass. They're being very unselfish, and then they've been having very good spacing on their half-court sets.
Terquavion Smith draws the foul. And Mike Young has to be pleased with his Hokies to start this game. Yeah, they lost this matchup 2 weeks ago in Blacksburg, but it's important to remember they were coming off the pause for about the better part of 2 weeks coming into that game. Certainly dialed in to start this one. Breon pass, step back 3. The foul called off the floor. Going to stay NC State ball.
And you can see the focus, in particular on that foul right there. Virginia Tech, they are trying to put a body on a NC State player. Anytime a shot goes up, trying to keep them off the offensive glass.
Just rolls off the rim for the Wolfpack. 10 points in the opening 14 minutes of this game. Ali left open for three. Usually he'll make you pay. Another offensive rebound. That's now 5 offensive rebounds on the game. Can't cash in though. Offensive foul going the other way. We got college basketball for you Saturday right here on the ACC Network. This Wolfpack team taking on Virginia at 4, the start of our triple header, and then North Carolina and Wake Forest at 8, all Saturday right here on the ACC Network. Wolfpack trying to chip away. Darion Sebron scoreless, which is so rare from him, second in the ACC in scoring this season. A step back jumper, in and out, no good. Kick 3 contested. Great defense from NC State, and now they're trying to push it with Sebron. This is where he's at his best. Count it, plus the foul. Darion Sebron trying to breathe some life into the Wolfpack.
An assist to Jalen Gibson right here, creating a little roadblock, but the body control and finish all set up by great defense, and then off to the races. Sebron, body control, and I'm going to finish with the left. Beautiful finish and transition by the second leading scorer in the ACC.
Now, we just said he hadn't scored a bucket yet, and that's just so rare for a guy that took a huge leap from just 5 points a game a year ago to now near 20 and 10, night in and night out. For him to go 15 minutes without a basket this season is unheard of, and he completes the and one.
Kevin Keats and his staff do a really nice job, as all these coaches do, but in particular in this case right here, got to be, in my mind, most improved player in the ACC, or one of them. That's a huge jump in production. He put in a lot of work there in the offseason.
You know, in the later stretches of this season, particularly in conference play, the secret is out on Sebron. What a move. Sean Padula, the freshman, ice in his veins, step back 3 to extend the lead back to 13.
That's exactly right. Ice in his vein. That was deep, too. Contested off the little step back, and that's a big-time bucket for the freshman.
Sebron dribbling it off his legs, but tracks it down, didn't give up on the play, and knocked it out of bounds. The Darion Sebron at NC State trying to battle back Virginia Tech, doubling them up 26-13. Coming up on the State Farm Halftime Report, you'll be in the ACC Network studio with the Nothing But Net crew, Kelsey Riggs, Carlos Boozer, and Luke Cock. That's coming up 4 minutes from now. And there's ACC Commissioner Jim Phillips in the house tonight. Took over as commissioner 11 months ago, and boy, he's been a busy man, but making time to come to PNC Arena and check out some conference play hoops, Malcolm.
Yeah, he has been really busy, obviously finishing up college football where he had a lot of games, and you know, Jay, more than ever now, that role as commissioner, in particular a conference like the ACC, it evolved, and it takes in so much now with this ever-changing landscape in college athletics. So again, he is always going to be on that phone and always on the go, but doing a really good job early on.
100%. He's probably thinking to himself, he thought he'd see a couple more made baskets tonight. Both teams struggling from three, a combined 2 of 20. Just shooting 10% from beyond the arc, and NC State 0 for 10. Virginia Tech's had success going inside, though. And right on cue, Virginia Tech buries a three with Hunter Couture.
What struggles making threes, in particular deep threes. My goodness, that was almost at the logo right there. And right now, advantage of Virginia Tech.
Still really waiting for NC State to get going. Called for a travel there. And what has plagued them the most on the offensive end tonight, Malcolm?
Well, I think the biggest thing is defensively, they've been unable to get stops. And when you don't get stops, you can't get out in transition. And then when they've been in their half-court sets, Jay, turnovers. That's really has hurt them in this one. Right now, Virginia Tech has 11 points off of turnovers.
Terquavion Smith, that's off the mark now. 0 for 11 from deep in this first half. It's a Wolfpack offense that has been pretty strong all season behind Darion Sebron. Their lowest point total in a half this season was 25. They're half of that with 2:30 left.
Jay, right now, NC State has as many turnovers, 6, as they do made field goals, 6. That obviously is not a good number to have.
That's what they've been missing. Casey Morsell knocks down the first 3 of the night for the Wolfpack. Ends an 8-0 Virginia Tech run. Here's Mutz inside. The floater to Tor, and that rims in. But did Mutz get a touch on it, which would be a goaltend? They're going to call a goaltend. Mike Young is arguing that Mutz did not actually touch the ball, even though he went up for it. Let's take another look. You be the judge.
And really no need for him to be near that one. That looked like that was going to go in, and tough break.
Sebron's fouled.
So back to the floater again. Excellent ball movement and spacing. No, he didn't touch that one. So again, the advantage of having replay, so important in that situation.
Sunday, we've got terrific women's basketball for you right here on the ACC Network at noon Eastern. A top 20 matchup, North Carolina at Georgia Tech, and then later at 4, NC State, one of the best women's teams in the program, taking on Virginia Tech. So the women's teams will play the exact matchup of this men's game tonight. Hokies got out to a 15-0 start. Since then, it's been even, but Virginia Tech still has that 15-point advantage. Step back 3, short. Gassan keeps it in play. Another offensive rebound, although it leads to a shot clock violation.
So good idea, obviously saving that one, but then not good recognition, realizing the shot clock still was running. did not reset.
Morcell, he's been the lone bright spot tonight. 8 points of NC State's 21, including 2 triples. And if you're NC State, to get a stop here and give yourself an opportunity to get it back to 10 points at halftime would feel heroic considering how this game started. 5 seconds to shoot. All the way to the rim, the follow flush. Perfect position. John Ogiaco closes this first half with a thunderous finish. Appropriate way to end it. Malcolm, Mike Young's team has a 14-point lead.
Well, they dominated in that first half in the paint area right here. And that really sums up the first half for Virginia Tech. They lived in there. They dominated the paint. But credit NC State for fighting back and trying to get back into this one. But they got their work cut out for them.
Virginia Tech open. This halftime report is presented by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. This halftime report is presented by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You could not have scripted a better start for Virginia Tech. Started this game on a 15-0 run and a 14-point halftime lead. Malcolm Huckabee, Jay Alter with you. What stood out to you the most, Huck, about the way Virginia Tech dominated that first half?
Defensive rebounding, their defensive effort, keeping NC State out of the paint. NC State shot 15% from the three-point line. And then Keve Aluma, along with the other guys, were unselfish with the ball.
Yeah, certainly dominated in the paint with 24 points in the paint in that first half.
And 9 different players for Virginia Tech scored in that first half. They had excellent ball movement, led by Keve Aluma, 6 points. But then offensive rebounding was at a premium. Keve Aluma had 8 in that game. Justin Mutz, though, to me, he was a guy that was a difference maker. When he got the ball down low in the paint, he was able to finish. And then defensively, Jay, go back to that first game. NC State had 14 offensive rebounds. That was not the case in the first half here. But if you're looking for bright spots for NC State, this was it right here. You know what the big three brings. They were looking for that fourth guy. In the first half, Casey Morcell was excellent. Big threes for them. 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. They're going to need more of that to go along with some stops on defense.
So the stats ugly for NC State from beyond the arc. 2 of 13, not much better for Virginia Tech. Just 3 of 13, but the Hokies feasted in the paint, and that's the difference in this game. Now, NC State came in thinking maybe they'd get the season sweep after they won in Blacksburg 2 weeks ago, but Virginia Tech, a dominant first half. This has been the State Farm halftime report, second half, when we come back. Kevin Keats' team down but not out as we start the second half at PNC Arena. Malcolm Huckabee, Jay Alter with you. Game 1 of our ACC Network doubleheader on this Wednesday night. And you take a look at NC State's big three. Sebron, Smith, Helms, the 3 guys you can depend on. And only 9 points, 3 of 11 shooting in that first half. That must improve if they're going to come back.
Yeah, that's really got to change in the second half. They're too good of players. Credit, though, Virginia Tech in the first half, forcing them into contested jumpers. They got to be patient, but it's going to start on the defensive end. Jay, they got to do a better job keeping Virginia Tech out of the paint.
24 points in the paint in that first half for the Hokies. NC State gets the stop out of the break, and it leads to a transition 3. Terquavion Smith buries it, and that's a great boost to start this second half.
Kevin Keats and staff rave about that young man. One of the best freshmen, not just in the ACC, but in college basketball, having an outstanding year for NC State.
And Huck, you nailed it. It all started with the stop on the defensive end. They get another one here. Pocket picked. Smith off and running again. Pull up three. That would have been a big momentum swing. Instead, could not connect. Storm Murphy, great pass after the hesitation. Naheem Aline hits it.
Spot on, Jay. Great pass. All set up by Storm Murphy. Unselfish, off the switch, little hesitation, getting the lane. That's a beautiful diagonal pass to a wide open shooter.
Here's Helms with 5 to shoot. Backing down, has the size advantage. Instead, fades away, but nothing but the bottom of the net. Jericho Helms. And NC State with full court pressure gets the steal. Morcell open in the corner. He's got it! Casey Morcell knocks down his third three of the night, and PNC Arena's come alive. First time it's a single-digit game since it was in the early moments. And they get the stop.
Well, Jay, this place has come to life. Coaches talk about the first 5 minutes of that second half, in particular when you're trailing like NC State. They come out with a lot of energy to start the second half.
Foul off the ball. First time it's single digits in this game since it was 9-0. Fouls against Naheem Aline, that's his first. Here's Helms. Can't connect. Inside to Aluma. He's the go-to guy. Spin and the hook shot is perfection from Keve Aluma.
And that's a beautiful offensive possession by Virginia Tech.
Back the other way, Sebron not there, but cleaning up the spill. Ebenezer Dewana, his first bucket of the night. Sebron slow to get back and stand tall underneath the basket, trying to walk this off.
Kevin Keats is hot right here. Felt there was a lot of contact, no call. Now couldn't see from that angle right there. And all right, so here's Aluma. And even from that angle there, not sure what or where the contact was. Nonetheless, though, we're back in single digits.
This is Justin Mutz. Kick out three, Naheem Aline. Off the mark, and a foul called against NC State on the rebound. It'll stay Virginia Tech basketball underneath their own hoop.
And Jay, that's set up NC State now is switching on certain ball screens. So you're going to have some mismatches and give some opportunities or potential opportunities for offensive rebounds for Virginia Tech if those guards switch off on the bigs.
Aline keeps shooting. Just 3 of 12 from the floor tonight. Sebron with a head of steam the other way. Terquavion Smith in rhythm, knocks it down again. This star freshman isn't shy, and just like that, it's a 2-possession game. Justin Mutz for a much-needed answer. He's got it. Justin Mutz delivers.
Storm Murphy may only have 2 points in this game, but his ability to break you down off the bounce and then kick back out to open shooters really has been impressive in both matchups in these two teams.
Here's Helms, 5 seconds to shoot. Working on Couture, stayed away again. He's got it again. NC State has come to life offensively. Right back to Mutz. He has the hot hand for the Hokies. Dishes it off. Beautiful feed. Keve Aluma the finish. Helms off the dribble this time. Into traffic. And he's fired up. Back-to-back baskets from Jericole Helms. The Wolfpack have made their last 4. Stripped away, but a foul call. NC State only had 21 points in the entire first half. They've already got 17 to start this second half. They have woken up offensively and only down 7. Terquavion Smith has been the spark plug in this second half for NC State, Malcolm, and he might be the most underrated freshman in the country.
Well, I think he's a guy that really not talked about a lot, as you said, Jay, but his numbers back it up. He is having a great freshman year, and Kevin Keats and staff really just rave about his potential and the work that he has put in since he's arrived on campus. And really interesting story. A guy that committed to them his sophomore year of high school. He was unranked, really unheard of, and has come onto the scene. And Kevin Keats and staff have found a really good player.
Local product. They want to try and keep that North Carolina talent home as the defense continues to do their part in this comeback effort. Out of Farmville Central, about 80 miles east of Raleigh. He's a winner. He won 3 straight North Carolina State championships, went 76-2 in his 3 years on varsity, and he is not used to losing. 9 games lost this season. That's 7 more than he had to deal with in high school, and he is trying to will this team to a win. Here he is now, right on cue, buries a deep 3. Terquavion Smith has made it a 4-point game. Virginia Tech led by 17. They get a much-needed answer there. Lead back to 7. Hunter Couture delivers a 3. And a defensive stop. Storm Murphy back to Couture, looking for another. That one no good. Friday night, 9 Eastern time. Bald Men on Campus is back. Join Jay Billis, LaFonso Ellis, and Seth Greenberg as they give you everything you need to know in the ACC preview, the weekend games to come. Friday night, 9 Eastern, right here on the ACC Network. Cam Hayes, step back three. That's no good. And a foul called against Virginia Tech as they denied Dewana a clean pass to that rebound.
And Jay Dewana coming off a game versus Duke where he had 9 offensive rebounds. So again, he is a guy right at the top of that Virginia Tech scouting report and that defensive rebounding blockouts as you take a look at Manny Bates sitting on the bench for NC State.
Into Dewana, kick out, Helms a three. Can't hit it. It'll stay with NC State. A 17-point Virginia Tech lead is down to just 7. You can feel the momentum shift to the Wolfpack here at home. Hayes hard to the hole, draws the foul. He'll be at the line when we come back. Now, usually a 7-point lead on the road in conference play is pretty good, but this Virginia Tech lead was 117, and credit NC State. They have woken up in this second half. They've buried 4 threes. They have as many made field goals in this second half in just 8 minutes that they did the entire first half, and they are right back in this game. At the foul line with Cam Hayes, who misses it.
And Jay, NC State at the free throw line, 3 of 4. But interesting stat, Virginia Tech has not attempted a free throw in this game. So they have 0 free throw attempts in this game.
Now in conference play, their opponent has shot nearly double the amount of free throws that they have. Again, we've gone nearly 30 minutes in this game without getting to the line once. Still a 7-point lead though. Hayes missed both of them. Murphy leaning in on Helms, didn't get a clean look. Great defense from Jericho Helms as he rips down the rebound. Here's Smith a three. Can't connect that time. He has had the hot hand in this second half though.
And what a block out by Justin Mutz on that defensive possession. Excellent technique.
And they give it to Mutz on the offensive end, on the block. How about that pass? Justin Mutz doing it on both ends of the floor.
Jay, that's twice now Mutz has set up his teammates for some uncontested layups or dunks off of a double team. Patient in the post, and then great interior passing. Unselfish play that time by Justin Mutz.
A lot of contact, no call. Dewana gets the offensive board. Out to Smith, the three as the buzzer sounds. The freshman buries it. And a rocking crowd is now silenced. A foul called underneath the hoop.
And Jay, I don't know if that's a foul or a technical foul.
Didn't get a clean look at it, to be totally honest with you, Malcolm. Let's take another look at this.
Or if it's a flop. Again, it's either a tech or a flop. Let's see here. Okay, the three. Now they're going to come in.
Mutz and Helms underneath, and then Hayes puts the ball into the belly of Mutz, and technical was issued.
Now I think the question is, was there a warning issued before? Again, depending on the situation, the referees might give you a warning in that situation. All right, let's knock it off. Do it again. Again, obviously, we didn't hear what was said, but handing the ball, and then that's a big break. Now, they're fortunate they only gave up one free throw in that situation.
I think more than anything, Malcolm, it just halts the momentum after that made three. The crowd had really come alive. Here's Murphy. He's been the facilitator. Great feed to Mutz and an easy finish for Justin Mutz.
Beautiful execution that time, and the post-entry pass. So often on plays like that, the post-entry pass is not good. That time led to an easy scoring opportunity. Excellent offense by Virginia Tech.
Mutz is 5 for 5 from the floor and a team-high 11 points. Sebron can't get it to go the other way. Right back to Mutz, why not? This time passing off. Murphy a three, off the mark. Into the lane again, Smith. It rolled off. NC State's cooled off on the comeback. 1 for their last 7. Offensive foul called against Justin Mutz.
Well, Casey Morsell has been huge in this game for NC State. His offense knocking down threes, but right here again, heads-up play, step in, great help side defense, and coming up with the charge and possession for NC State.
Sebron's been held to just 5 points tonight. He's second in the ACC at nearly 20 a game. Here he is with the ball now. Off to Helms. Here's Jericho Helms working one-on-one in isolation. Great take, and it rolls in for Jericho Helms. Full court pressure on. NC State dialing up the defense. The Wolfpack trailed as many as 17. Casey Morsell thought he picked his pocket, but a foul called. That looked clean at first look. I'm sure we'll take another.
Now Casey Morsell, known as a defender right here. Great defense. Oh, man. Okay. That's a tough one right there. Kevin Keats, I know, is hot on the sideline. I think he has a pretty good argument on that one right there. Nonetheless, though, a ball for Virginia Tech.
That's one you let go if you're just playing with a bunch of guys at lunchtime.
Yeah, you definitely kicked out of the pickup game for that one right there.
Virginia Tech goes the other end and cashes in through David Gasson. Lead back to 9. It feels like every time NC State's ready to really claw back in this game, Virginia Tech keeps them at arm's length. Sebron draws the foul and will step aside. 7:21 left in this one. The lead back to 9 for the Hokies. It's been a balanced attack from Virginia Tech, but Justin Mutz is the X factor.
Efficient, 5 of 5 from the floor, 6 rebounds. This right here, though, has been impressive. The assist, his ability to post up and either score for himself or set his teammates up, I think has been the difference in this second half. Justin Mutz has been playing outstanding ball for Virginia Tech tonight.
It's a thin front court for NC State, even thinner today with Ernest Ross getting announced out for the season with a fractured ankle. And with Manny Bates out as well, Virginia Tech knew coming in they had the height advantage through Justin Mutz, and they have capitalized it so far tonight. 32 points in the paint of their 55. DeWanna looking for some points in the paint on the other end, can't get it. Tried to find Aluma, too much on it. Another defensive stand for NC State. His comeback all starts with defense. A 17-point lead is down to 9 as Helms draws the foul, and will get 2 at the line.
Well, Jay, I like what Helms has done in the second half. He's done a nice job. And when they've isolated him, when he's had smaller people on him, he has not settled. He's backed them down and tried to shoot over them, that time being aggressive, driving the ball to the basket.
We've got some terrific college basketball for you. The ACC on Saturday. Virginia and NC State, this Wolfpack team taking on the Cavaliers at 4. And then North Carolina, Wake Forest, your nightcap at 8. Both games right here on the ACC Network. Helms buries both from the line. Get the full court pressure turned on from Kevin Keats. Here's Aluma. Passing out of the double team. Storm Murphy had a good look, could not connect. Sebron with a head of steam, trying to go coast to coast, and he does. Into Justin Mutz. Feeds it to Aluma. Murphy, another good look. Can't knock it down. 2 really good looks from Storm Murphy. Helms for 3. He's got it! NC State back within 2. Virginia Tech led by as many as 17, but that lead is all but gone. 5:30 to play, 2-point game. Well, this is the closest the game has been since it was 3-0. Virginia Tech got out to a 15-0 start, led as many as 17 in the first half, but credit Kevin Keats' team. They have not gone down without a fight. They have punched back, and they are right into this game. Here's Aluma. Trying to will Virginia Tech to the finish line. Looking for a conference road win. The floater off the mark. Bobbled around. NC State has it. Sebron, the ACC's second leading scorer, with 7 on the shot clock. Lost his footing. Waiting to see where they signaled it. They call a foul against Storm Murphy. So it'll stay NC State ball. And that's Murphy's third foul. NC State in the bonus. Sebron misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Virginia Tech on a scoring drought of more than 3 minutes right now.
And Jay, you look at NC State, they're switching anything on the perimeter.
A lean, contested three, rims out. Offensive rebound, Justin Mutz. And he cashes in on the offensive glass. Justin Mutz, a perfect 6 for 6 from the floor tonight. Rolls out from Sebron, kept alive at a foul call. Terquavion Smith called for a reach-in. Justin Mutz trying to will Virginia Tech to the finish line. Second chance points, the name of the game. Hokies up 4 with 3:53 to play. Malcolm Huckabee, Jay Alter with you. Game 1 of our ACC Network doubleheader. And NC State trailed by as many as 17 in this game. And the second half surge spurred on by the Wolfpack's trio.
Yeah, really, that has been the difference. You talk about the first half, tale of two halves, and the second half, in particular, Helms and Smith. Those two guys got it going on that run to get them back within reach. And right now, though, Jay, the issue is Mutz and Aluma, those two guys, in particular when NC State switches on any cross screens or ball screens, they're getting smaller defenders on them, and Virginia Tech's doing a nice job finding them.
Aluma and Mutz, a combined 11 of 12 from the field. 7 seconds to shoot. Naheem Aline. Tough shot, rims out, and a foul called on the floor. Justin Mutz is fired up underneath the hoop. He has been a monster down low for Virginia Tech.
And again, back to my point, keeping him off the offensive glass, that's been problematic in this last 5 to 10 minute stretch.
Aluma's open. They get it to him. Keve Aluma working on Dewana. Everything but the finish. Huge stop from NC State. 3 minutes to play, down by 4. Smith of 3, off the mark.
Now, it's not a bad look, but Helms did have a matchup over on the other wing. Probably could have gone to there, get him a post up, see if he can get into the paint.
Here's Storm Murphy, feeds to Mutz, perfect from the field today. His first miss, but then draws the foul, trying to collect his own rebound. He's been too much to handle inside of this second half, Huck.
Yeah, that's really been the story right there. Even off his own miss, he is just attacking the offensive glass. And again, I'm going to use the word problematic. He has been huge on both ends of the court, and particularly on the offensive glass. Not sure what they're looking at right here.
I think the officials are just confirming that this is 1-and-1. Nothing but net, the weekly show in both ACC women's and men's basketball. The women's show Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern time on ACC Network, and Saturday right after Wake Forest in North Carolina, 10 p.m. Eastern time. Nothing but net. They'll tell you everything they need to know in ACC basketball. Malcolm Huckabee, Jay Alter with you. Mike Young and Virginia Tech looking for revenge after they lost to Kevin Keatts at NC State in Blacksburg 2 weeks ago. They came out, shot out of a cannon, led by as many as 17 in this first half, now just trying to get it to the finish line. They don't care if it's even by a point. Murphy, open three, he buries it! Storm Murphy, biggest shot of the night, and it's a 7-point lead for Virginia Tech.
Well, up until that point, Murphy had been struggling from beyond the arc.
And then draws the charge on the other end. Storm Murphy getting it done on both ends, Malcolm.
Well, that right there is probably his best sequence of the game. Bury the three and then step in and take a charge right here. Mutz all night. Beautiful cross-court pass that time. And then on the other end, Murphy coming up with the charge. And those are two huge plays for Virginia Tech.
NC State called timeout. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. Now, Virginia Tech has led all night long. Scored the first 3 points of this game. In fact, scored the first 15 points of this game. NC State shrunk the gap to as little as 2, but never tied the game or took the lead. And now the Hokies 2-0-3 away from walking out with a conference road win. Travel. Naheem Aline called for the travel. Full court pressure pays off for NC State, and they'll get the ball underneath their own basket.
Well, you know in this game, if you're playing against NC State, you have to be strong with the ball.
Kevin Aluma wants them to take a look at this at the monitor. Under 2 minutes, so they will. NC State did such a great job. Down 17, battling back into this game. Shrunk the lead to as little as 2. But in the last 3 minutes and 30 seconds, they have not scored. No points, Malcolm.
Well, right here, I think this, though, they're going to take a look to see. Again, from that angle, I think it would be hard to reverse it. The referee in great position right there. So he has the best look. Again, still hard to, I think, anything to reverse it. The referee, again, all about positioning with referees. And he's right on that. Great position, and he had the best look. So I'd be really surprised if they reverse that and give the ball back to Virginia Tech. Irregardless though, Jay, right now, NC State, minute 59 to go, whether you have the ball or not. Plenty of time offensively, don't necessarily need a three. You need to get into your offense quick, and I think they need to go back to identifying what matchup works. So again, if it comes off the bounce, getting into the paint, that's fine. Or Helms on isolation, get him in the post. You don't need to settle for a quick three. And then defensively, NC State, you must keep Mutz off the offensive glass.
Yeah, the Wolfpack is scoring drought of 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Have done so well to battle back into this game. It'll stay their ball. What do they need to do, Malcolm, on the offensive end to try and complete this comeback?
Dribble drives or paint touches off the pass. I think you start there first. Go inside, try to get the ball around. You don't need to shoot a quick three contested without trying to get a couple of ball reversals or dribble drives.
Sebron's been quiet, only 7 points tonight. Off to Morcell. Can't knock it down. His first miss from 3. No made field goals in nearly 4 minutes. Morcell, the defense. They call the foul on the floor after the steal. Casey Morsell, after he missed the three, atones for it with a terrific defensive play.
Yeah, really inexplicable right here. Matsu has been great tonight. You cannot float a pass in that situation. Again, my earlier point, NC State, they're trapping. They're going to press you, and then whoever gets the ball, they're going to try to trap and create turnovers. That's got to be a stronger pass. Certainly, though, that ball hung in the air, and that was an easy pickoff for Morsell.
NC State only 5 of 8 from the foul line, and because it was whistled on the floor, this is just 1-and-1 for Casey Morsell. Missed it. Hallam swatting at the ball. It was off Naheem Aline last. It'll stay Wolfpack basketball. They're getting the opportunities, Malcolm. They just can't put it through the hoop. No points in nearly 4 minutes for NC State.
Yeah, 56% from the free throw line. Some left opportunities on the charity strike.
Sebron, that's an NBA move right there. Straight to the rim for 2. Double team comes in. Couture passes out of it. Sebron has it. The steal. Darion Sebron the slam. And it's a one-possession game.
The pressure of NC State has been problematic.
Right on cue, Sebron another steal, but this will be over and back. NC State had the steal that could have made this a one-possession game. Kevin Keats said it took a touch. He is furious over on the Wolfpack sideline.
But the pressure, Jay, in this game right here. Beautiful Euro and finish. And then the last possession right here, Sebron again with another steal. And yeah, now again, Kevin Keats is saying that's a tip. I think that's one clearly off Sebron, but nonetheless, Virginia Tech, they have to do a better job taking care of the ball against this NC State pressure.
4 turnovers in the last minute for the Hokies, clinging to a 3-point lead on the road. Here's Justin Mutz. Working on Helms, he lost the ball, bounced around back to Virginia Tech, and it's a shot clock violation. Possession never changed hands, so the shot clock never reset, and that is a monster stop for NC State.
Well, Mutz was looking for the double team. It never came. Trying to pass it. Big stop, though, for NC State.
Timeout, Virginia Tech. 3-point game with 42 seconds to play. The last time this game was tied, it was 0-0. NC State has not led all night. Virginia Tech scored the first 15 points of this game, led as many as 17 in the first half, and NC State has clawed their way back to have the ball, only down 3 with 42 seconds left.
Just wow. This has been I think, understatement in terms of game of runs. In the first half, it looked like Virginia Tech was going to run away with this thing. But credit NC State hanging around and, as you said, clawing back into this one.
Darion Sebron on the move, swatted from behind. Keve Aluma, the rejection. The Wolfpack's defense has turned in 5 turnovers in the last minute 45. Now can they get the offense to complete the comeback? Trapped to the corner. Sebron finds Morsell. Darion Sebron, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands, and he cashes in for 2. We've got a 1-point game with 20 seconds left.
Jay, Darion Sebron has scored or assisted on NC State's last 11 points. You talking about a guy that can close out games. We talked about it at the tip. Second leading scorer in the ACC and also second leading rebounder in the ACC. He has come alive in this last 5-minute stretch.
Darion Sebron has scored or assisted on NC State's last 9 points. Who would have thought? The way this game started, Virginia Tech opened this game on a 15-0 run. It was 15-0, folks. Led by as many as 17. And yet NC State has clawed back to within 1. Have not led, haven't even been tied since it was 0-0. And Virginia Tech just trying to cling to a road win in the ACC.
Well, the key thing here, you got 4 guys up, handling the pressure. You know NC State's going to trap.
Here's Couture. There was contact, no foul called. Now a foul is called. And it's the young freshman, Sean Padula, out of Edmond, Oklahoma, who will head to the line for a 1-and-1. Not in the double bonus yet.
Padula came into this game, only had attempted 4 free throws.
Nothing but the bottom of the net there.
And that looked real confident right there.
He's got both of them. And what do you do here if you're Mike Young and Virginia Tech? Do you foul?
Well, we'll find the strategy out real quick. I think certain coaches will foul. Obviously, you want to identify who you have on there, but they choose not to.
Kevin Keats wants to talk things over. Burns his final timeout. 8.7 seconds left of this game. A made 3. And this game would be tied for the first time since it was 0-0.
And again, they chose to use the timeout there. 8.7 seconds left. Jay, trust me, that's an eternity. You work on these end-of-game situations over and over and over. Again, in this situation, yes, you got to go quick. But if they're going to give you a deuce and you can get a 2-point bucket within a second or 2 seconds, you take it, and then you try to set your defense up. Obviously, you got to foul again and hope for a miss. I got to imagine you got shooters all around, and I think the addition of Casey Morsell in this game, his ability to knock down threes is huge in this situation right here, where you have 4 guys on the perimeter that can knock down threes.
NC State, 0 timeouts remaining. Virginia Tech has 1. Terquavion Smith has been the freshman to will them back into this game, as well as Darion Sebron. Those two have combined for 27. And down the stretch of the game, nobody better than Sebron.
Well, he really took over here in this last really 4-minute stretch. Defensively, he was solid, and then his ability to finish or set his teammates up for some open buckets really has been the difference in this game for NC State getting back within 3.
If it is a 3, Huck, who gets the shot here?
Well, right now, it looks like Mike Young is going to call a timeout.
Yeah, he uses his final timeout after seeing how NC State set up their out-of-bounds play. It was Sebron who was the inbounder. And so now both head coaches are out of timeouts.
So in this situation, Jay, if you're Virginia Tech, you also need to be aware of, obviously, the person who's inbounding the ball. So much times you have to focus on a pin down or the four guys that are out there setting screens or coming off screens. In this situation, 8.7 seconds. I would not be surprised to see if whoever's inbounding as well, too, being in the mix to take that three to tie the game.
Virginia Tech looking for revenge on a game they lost 2 weeks ago in Blacksburg against NC State. They're also right on the bubble, according to our bracketologist, Joe Lenardi. Next 4 out. So this is a critical conference game on the road that they need to get to the finish line. 1 stop away.
Communication key, Jay, in this for Virginia Tech. You must communicate. Any cross screen, down screen, pin down, you must talk.
And you could foul as well. Let's see what they decide to do. Smith lost the handle. 3 seconds. Smith goes up with it. No good. Virginia Tech survives.
Well, it was a pretty good look. Again, Virginia Tech decides not to foul. They stay home. All right, there. Again, not sure if he tipped it. Looked like it was a 3. Can't ask for a better look the way they claw back, but at the end of the day, that combination of Justin Mutz and Keve Aluma, too much for NC State.
Virginia Tech survives for our entire crew. So long from Raleigh. Our doubleheader continues now.